Hello, myself Anusha. Firstly, I thanks Byju's for giving me this opportunity. So today we are going to discuss about the circulatory system in the human beings. So when we are talking about the circulatory system, there are two questions which are arising in our mind. That is, what is circulatory system? The circulatory system is a network which transports the blood throughout the body and carries the waste material for the excretion. Okay, so the second question is, what are the components of the circulatory system? There are three components of the circulatory system, that is blood vessels and heart. So these are the three important components of the circulatory system. As we know, the blood is a fluid connective tissue and the blood cells are three types, that is RBC, WBC and platelets. Each have their respective roles. And coming to the blood vessels are the channels which connects the blood and which runs throughout your body and transports the nutrients and the blood throughout your body. So it is a loop-like structure which begins and ends with the heart. Okay, so in our body, like approximately 60,000 miles of the blood vessels are there. Okay, so these blood vessels are three types, that is arteries, veins and capillaries. Each of them will have the respective roles. So arteries always carries the blood away from the heart and the veins carries the blood just towards the heart, and the capillary, it forms the network between the artery and the vein. Okay, so coming to the next major component of the circulatory system, that is heart. So as we know, the heart is a pumping organ and it is a muscular structure. Okay, so this heart pumps the blood throughout the body. Okay, but where the heart is present, it is present in the mediastinum of the thoracic cavity. What is this mediastinum again? The mediastinum is nothing but the space between the lungs is called mediastinum. Okay, but what is the size of the heart? It is approximately a fist of a person. Okay, so this heart, as it is a muscular structure, it is protected by two membranes called as pericardial membrane. Okay, two pericardial membrane. In between the two pericardial membrane, there is a fluid is present which is called as pericardial fluid, which protects the heart from the mechanical shocks. And the heart has four chambers, the upper two called as atrial and the lower two called as ventricle. The right atrium and the left atrium are separated with each other by the interatrial septum, and the right ventricle and the left ventricle are separated with each other by interventricular septum. The heart have four valves. Okay, so the two valves are called as atrioventricular valves and the other two valves are called as semilunar valves. So the valve which is present between the right atrium and the right ventricle is called as tricuspid valve, and the valve which is present in between the left atrium and the left ventricle is called as bicuspid valve or mitral valve. Okay, so inside of the heart it have the two halves, that is the right side of the heart and the left side of the heart, so that the oxygenated blood and the deoxygenated blood doesn't mix with each other. Okay, now we'll understand how the circulation actually work out. Okay, so the circulation starts with this superior vena cava and inferior vena cava. Okay, so superior vena cava collects the deoxygenated blood from the superior part of the body. Inferior vena cava collects the deoxygenated blood from the inferior part of the body and it is carried to right atrium. Once it is received to the right atrium, the atrium contracts, pushing the deoxygenated blood into the right ventricle. This right ventricle, the walls of the right ventricle will contract and while they are contracting, the deoxygenated blood is sent into the pulmonary artery to the lungs for the need of oxygenation. So here there is the process of gaseous exchange is happening and the conversion of the deoxygenated blood into oxygenation blood is happening. Then the heart muscles relaxes and the oxygenated blood is entered into the left atrium via pulmonary veins. Okay, so then the pressure in the left atrium increases and the blood is sent into the left ventricle. Now this left ventricle have all the oxygenated blood the body requires. So this left ventricle contracts and it sends the or it pumps the oxygenated blood into the aorta. So this aorta is the biggest artery of the body, and this aorta have the branching throughout of our body. With the help of this branching, the oxygenated blood circulates in every part of the body. So because the blood entering into the heart twice, this kind of circulation is called as double circulation. I hope everyone is clear with this point. And as I said you, the arteries carries the oxygenated blood and the veins carries the deoxygenated blood. But under one exception, the pulmonary artery carries the deoxygenated blood from the heart to the lung, and the pulmonary veins carries the oxygenated blood from the heart to the body parts. Okay, so this is about the circulatory system. Thank you.